Veronica from my new episode of Veronica Cooks. Today I'm going to be baking a marble cake. I'm sure many of you have probably never made a cake from scratch before. Let me tell you something, it's not that hard. So why don't we throw away those cooking mixes, because we're doing our own from scratch. Let's get started. So what do we need? We need butter, sugar, vanilla extract, baking powder, semi-sweet baking chocolate, eggs, some heavy cream, and some flour. Now I'm going to preheat the oven and melt the chocolate. We're going to preheat the oven to 375 degrees. Next we are going to put the chocolate in with a little butter and keep it on a low temperature or else it's going to burn. Since we had it on low heat, it took a few minutes to melt, but now it's about done, so set it aside. Okay, we're going to put in the butter first. Chop it up because it's easier to mix around later. And we put in the sugar and a pinch of salt. Next, we're going to mix it around until it's creamy. Now that the butter mixture is finally smooth, we're going to put the eggs in one by one while you mix. Mix them in and then put in the next one. Mix the dough till it's nice and creamy and then start putting in the flour. I'm putting it little by little and then I'm mixing it up, and I'm going to keep doing that till all the flour is mixed up in the dough. Check out the thickness in this dough. I think it's ready for my secret ingredient, heavy cream. I'm going to mix it up. I'm going to give this dough a little flavor. I'm going to add vanilla extract. Now we're getting to the fun part. We're going to decide how much of it will be chocolate and how much of the dough will be vanilla. Depends on your personal taste. I split the dough around 50-50, and now I'm going to put the chocolate into one of the sides. It should be cooled by now, since in the beginning of this process we took it off the hot plate and set it aside. So I'm mixing the chocolate into one half of the dough in one bowl, and it's about done. Okay, so my two bowls, I have chocolate and vanilla, and in the meantime I coated my little baking pan with butter and then on top of it with breadcrumbs because it's easier and it won't stick. Now I'm going to put the chocolate and the vanilla, and I'm going to layer it when I put it in. So I'm going to put one spoon of chocolate in, and I'm going to leave a space and keep doing that around the cake. And then in those spaces, we're going to put vanilla and we'll do that so on and so on. And on the vanilla, on the next layering, you're going to put the chocolate on top of the vanilla and the vanilla on top of the chocolate. And once you run out of dough, that's when you put it in the oven. I swirled it around a little bit with a fork to make it look more like marble. Now we're going to place this into the oven and set the timer at 45 minutes. Let's wait for it to bake. And the timer for the 45 minutes just passed. So I'm going to go see, I'm going to poke it through and see if it's ready. If it is, then we'll take it out. Perfect. Just going to take this out and set it gently on the stove. Oh, look at that. Woo. Don't forget to turn off the stove. Now I'm going to take the cake out of the form. So I'll put this on top. for decoration. Plate over it. Safety. Make sure you have it tight. Flip it. Before I do anything, I'm going to place it neatly with the thing on properly. I'm going to try and raise this with a knife. It's still very hot. And beautiful. Now that the cake has cooled down, I'm sprinkling powdered sugar on top of the cake to make it look nicer. And if any of you try this cake at home, please let me know. Comment below. See you next time on Veronica Cooks.